Hello. Why don't I hear anything? Is this is my live stream, right? I'm not hearing anything. Okay. Well, good evening. Good evening. It is so good to be here again tonight. I am very excited. I have not yet had my dinner. Am I upside down? There's no way I can be upside down. I'm not upside down, am I? I think in my brain I'm upside down. Well, anyway, hello if anyone's there. So excited to be here tonight and finish up the sunset painting. And I just want to let you all know. Oh, Rich, hey, hi. It is so good to see you. Am I vertical tonight or am I horizontal? Because my phone is being so weird. My other phone, not this phone. I can't tell. Hey, Jones. Good evening. Good to see you here tonight. Again. Um, oh, you know what? I think, no, trying to get my rotation to work on this, my other phone, but it is not working. It's staying put. Well, how was your day today, Rich? I hope you had a better day than last time. It, okay, all right, that's what I thought. It's not, okay, is it not doing it vertically? Okay, it's locked. Why is it locked? My bad. I am trying to do this so it comes out right. Rise Black, hello, hello. Oh, thank you for liking my stream. It's so good to see you tonight. I was hoping you would show up. You are so cool. Okay, not a bad day, Rich. That's awesome. Good to hear. Um, we've got some good things going on tonight. And oh, it's warmer up there in New York. That's good to hear. All right. Now I'm trying to see if this is horizontal or if it is vertical. Okay, I guess it's going to be horizontal again. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. So, Jones, is this the right direction? I need some input here because my silly, I always put it to horizontal and it never does what I want. Kind of want to like, hit it with a hammer, but I can't do that. Yes, it's still vertical. Oh, I swear I hit that horizontal button every time. All right, so we're going to do our sunset here. I was just checking to see if my email worked. My Rachel Hogan art. Um, Rachel Hogan art at Gmail because somebody asked me for a painting and I wanted to be able to do that for him or her. And I couldn't remember yeah, it is Rachel Hogan art at gmail.com. And you can You can always send me any kind of email, which would be amazing. Yeah. All right. I think we're ready to start here. Got a few people on tonight. The painting is correct now. YouTube video is in portrait mode. Yeah, it won't let me change it once I get started, but that's cool. That's okay. We're gonna just go with the flow as we always do. Right? That's what you got to do in life. Go with the flow. And let's get started. Over here we have our, I'm trying to tip the camera a little. We've got some paint colors going on, and we've got our, oh, I'm so upset because last night I was able to do this in horizontal mode. Okay, I'm done jerking you guys around. We're going to stay in this position right now, and we're going to like it. So we're going to start tonight where we left off last time, and that is we're going to throw in our palm trees, and we're going to throw in our sunshine, and we're going to throw in, excuse me, paint in, um, the details, some grass and sand. It's going to look amazing. And I'm eating because I'm starving. Food is good. Busy, busy day. So right now, we let this dry overnight from the weekend last Friday. Oh, excuse me, Thursday. I'm going to put in a tree trunk here. And we're going to use a little bit of our dark brown color right here. And oh, look at that. Nice and dark. But we don't want to leave it dark. We're going to put in some red tones, I think, a little bit of red. A little bit of dark to get a nice tree color. Kind of a medium tree color, I think. Kind of like in this color here. It looks nice. So let's paint a little palm tree. Right. Let's see, where do we want our tree to come out? It's going to come out from down here. I don't know if we can see that. I think I'm going to have to tip this just a little bit more. Maybe push it over, pull it up, push it over, pull it up. We're doing the hokey pokey with our art. There. Okay, if you can't see it, let me know. Hey, Robot Rabbit, hello. Hi. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you. And yes, this is oil paint. Definitely is, and that's why I'm having so much fun. We painted it last Thursday, and we started it, and then we kind of let it dry over the weekend so we could do our second layer. And so tonight we're going to finish it up. I just wanted it a little bit drier, so I wanted this to kind of stay where it's at, and then we're going to finish it with the details tonight. So how have you been, Robot Rabbit? Ah, so exciting to see everyone. And I think we'll just bring our tree right about right there. Because we like our palm trees in the sun, on the beach, in the tropics. The tropics is where it's at. Tropical. And I guess right now there's a lot of spring breaking going on. And Thanks, Jones. Yes, it's probably in portrait mode. I don't know why it changes on me. And also, I still can't figure out how to keep the comments on. If someone wants to give me a heads up on that, that would be amazing. Because like we're having our comments right now. Everybody's saying hello, which I'm excited. And please like it if you haven't already, which I know you have because you guys are so awesome. And are you able to see it here? I'm gonna move this up just a little more. I want it so it goes around the edge a little bit because I don't want to have this to have to be in a frame. I want it to be able to just be, just hang it up when we're done. Okay, so here is our base tree. How's that look? Hope you all like that so far. Good color. Oh, Steve, hello, welcome. Welcome back. Are you excited about seeing the end of this painting here? I know I am. And we're not using any green, but we are using some browns. I'm gonna keep some of my, move these guys and keep some of my brushes right here with the paint on them so I don't have to keep changing colors. Making a little bed for my paint brushes. Here's one little paintbrush. I'm really good at planning things out. I'm like your typical artist, kind of all over the place, I guess. Um, Here, this should be a good spot right here, right? Anastasia, hello. So good to see you. I don't think I saw you last time I was on, but I'm really glad to see you tonight. How have you been? Mm, And I need to find a really good brush for we're gonna have our tree leaves. I'll show you what I'm using for my example here. Just right there, it's a painting I did a few years ago in oil, and it sold real quick. So I wanted to take this painting and someone wanted it, a similar painting in oil just like that. So that's what we're kind of imitating tonight. Or not imitating, but kind of using for our, what do you call it? Our reference painting? Yeah. Yes, you missed me last time. Have you been? Are you warming up there yet? Last time I had it in the right mode too. Well, this is gonna be, let's see. This is our tree branch, our tree trunk color. It's the reddish one. And we'll throw in some details in that later. Right now, I want to get a little bit of sand down here. So we're going to use a bigger brush for that. And here we go. All right, I'm thinking. I kind of want a burnt color, but not too dark. The same as our tree, but maybe with some white in it, I think. So I'm just gonna throw in some white, a little bit more of our tree color. It's nice and gray right there. Anastasia, what do you use for a sand color? You have any tips? I have one color I always like to use, but I couldn't get the lid off of it. um, what was it called? Like, it's this lighter brown, like a sienna, light sienna maybe, or maybe it's raw sienna. I cannot remember. I think it might be raw sienna. So we've got our tree. All right, going. We're moving right along, aren't we? Fun times, fun times. Everybody calm down. And we're just gonna be so excited to see this when it's done. I had a busy day today myself, and it was quite exciting because it rained here in Florida, Southwest Florida. And oh, yes, that's a good color, raw sienna right there. Let's do some of that. That's probably the color I've been wanting the whole time. I'm trying not to get too messy tonight. Oh, for sand. Hey, Chevy 5 Speed, welcome. Good to see you again. Oh my goodness. Anastasia, weather is a roller coaster. Warm spell with highs in the low 50s. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, our weather's been like very moody, hasn't it? And Chevy, I have been doing great. I am doing so great. You couldn't even I couldn't even tell you how great I'm doing. That's how great I'm doing, actually. Ooh, that's a nice sand color. I like that. Look it, we're actually painting. This is so exciting. And I'm only like 15 minutes in. We painted a tree trunk. And now we're painting a little bit of sand because it's got to have some kind of a beachy color when you're at the beach. Do, 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 do. But we're not going to have a lot of sand, actually. We're just going to have like a bit of sand because it's mostly about the sunset tonight. Um, yeah, the color for sand, Anastasia, that's what I was asking about. Chevy, I'm doing so good. How are you? I think I asked you. Rich, to get the lid off, run the container under warm water with oil paints. Maybe unbleached titanium with some yellow ochre. Oh, that's awesome. I think I do have yellow ochre already down here. That's an excellent idea. I'm just adding a little white here to our raw sienna. I'm gonna put all these colors away here. Raw sienna and titanium white. Titanium white's a great color, isn't it? Um, you add other colors for shadows and highlights. Yes, perfect. And the warmth will soften the paint. The warmth of the hot water. Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I've actually never tried hot water with oil paints. Usually just paint thinner. Um, or something. But I want this very, very light because our sun is going to reflect mostly right here in the middle because it's going to come right down here. And it's still a bit wet. It's the great thing about oils is you can just go right back to where you were before and it'll still be able to blend. A lot of people like acrylic colors. The acrylics are really great if you like to hurry up a painting, get it done, and do it in layers, which is what I started with when I started painting. But I know there's a lot of famous painters who use acrylics. They make a painting in like a half an hour or less, and they get thousands of dollars for it. In fact, I've met them. I used to work at an art gallery, and the art gallery did that. And I would sell some of their paintings for well, it wasn't even the actual painting. It was like a print or a I can't say, gliche? Gilcee, Gliche, a print on canvas of the original painting, and that would sell for thousands of dollars. And it was gorgeous, but simple. Yes, I do quite a bit of blending. And I like the reds in here. I'm gonna put some reds in, but I do want this to be able to hang right after I'm done with it. I want it to be able to just hang up on the wall, not worry about framing it. I remember like long ago, frames used to be very popular, and these great big ornamental frames, like they used in, you know, back in Van Gogh times. Van Gogh and all those famous painters. Right now, why can't I only think of Van Gogh? But he's a very popular one, so why not? And I'm trying not to be too detailed because I have a tendency to do that, as y'all know. And it takes up a lot of time. We can already see the glow, the warmth of that. And I'm going to use my other brush here. Let's see, pronounce Gliclay. Gliclay. Oh, thank you. Hey, 1980 Triggered. Hi, how are you tonight? I'm so excited to see you on here. Where have you been? Ah, oh my gosh, 1980 Triggered. I see. I didn't know that was your name from Publix. Yay, somebody from Publix is on here actually. And my son. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my son is on. Mr. Jang. Welcome. I love you. I love you. I love you. My son. He is the best world streamer of da 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 drum roll please. And that would be Apex Legends, the one and only Mr. Jang. My son Tony. Tony. He is so awesome. Okay, I'm writing stuff down so I don't forget things. And because I forget things in like 12 seconds or less. I'm trying to, it used to be 10 seconds or less. Actually, it used to be like as soon as I stopped saying it, I would forget it. So I'm actually getting better with my memory and writing things down helps. So how you been, David? You doing great? I know you're doing great. I know where you work, and I know how great I am when I'm working. And you like the painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, David. Yeah, I invited a few people here from Publix, but if they're here, they're not saying anything, or they haven't got here yet, or they're working. Mm, Mr. Jang is awesome. Oh, and you, nice to meet you, Mr. Jang. Yeah, you would love him. He's the best entertainer of the century, besides me, of course. That's where he got it from. But he is a much louder entertainer. I am a much calmer on the outside entertainer, anyway. And I'm still eating my dinner because I never have enough time to work, eat, paint, and do laundry 6 days a week. Hmm. Now we want to get some white in our sun. Here it is. Whites go real quick. You can see my little palette of colors. There's quite some delay here, isn't there? What's for dinner? um, I'm having a seasoned mixed medley of vegetables with black bean burgers mixed together because I didn't want to eat any bread or anything, and I was in a hurry, but it's very delicious. Oh, it sucks your kids are sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, sick kids, man, it comes with the territory. They go to school, they get sick. Bam. So I try not to be around kids during school time because I get sick easily from children. The Children of the Corn. That's an old movie. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it or heard of it, but it's really scary, I guess, back in the day, but when I watched it, it was kind of funny. Actually, a lot of scary movies back when they started scary movies, um, when you watch them now, they're just funny. It's like a comedy. You just laugh like, "That's supposed to be funny, ha ha ha." And it is funny, but I mean, it's scary, but now because we have so much new technology, it's not, like, that scary. It's okay scary. Let's see. What'd you make? Barbecue chicken and rice. That's really good. Oh, you did watch Children of the Corn? Yeah, I think what was it? They were all, like, in this cornfield, and they were all blonde, I think, right? Or platinum-haired kids or something like that, and they just killed people. Can't really remember exactly, but it was pretty awesome. Just like I always heard The Birds, The Birds was a scary movie, and I went to watch it finally, and it was so hard for me to watch the whole thing because it was so bad. Well, no offense, but to me, it wasn't something that I'd even want to I don't know, it just wasn't scary to me. And it wasn't even that interesting or funny scary, it was just kind of, like, stupid. But back in the day, that was, like, a super, super scary movie. Mr. Jang, I was gonna call you tonight because I saw you were not streaming, and so I'm very happy to see you saying hi to me. I've been doing well. How was your day today? Mr. Jang. What is it? Isn't that a song? Mr. Bojangle? Mr. No, it's Mr. Jones and Me. Mr. Jones and Me. Don't make fun of me for singing when I go to work, okay? Okay, Dave? You can see this is still pretty wet from last time, but you can tell it's not really as wet, so we're gonna get a good blend tonight. Yep, quiet time. I wanna add a little more white to our clouds. It's pretty white clouds. I'm just blobbing on the paint as such. This is how this is kind of a fun way to make clouds. Just kind of blob on the paint. And then we're gonna do something fun with those blobs. I swear we are. It's called Fun with Blobs. Blubbity blobbity blob. Oh my goodness. I just missed something here. Whoops. Who's oh Tony. Oh, okay. You're a great artist. You just talk a lot. I know, but I talk because I don't have any music in the background. I don't and then if I don't talk, it's just like dead silence. But I'm focused. When I focus, I don't talk. And it's wonderful. Obviously, I do much better because I am the best ever, probably, but the moon needs the sun just like the night. Yes, the moon needs the sun just like the night. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you definitely need the moon does need the sun. Where was I here? Got distracted. Um, yes, we're making blob clouds. So here's what we're doing. Kind of smushing these clouds here, pushing them around, pushing the paint. And we're just kind of going to pull the paint, just kind of pull it away from those lines. Just like that. Go. Yeah, I do try to fill in the gaps with talking, I guess. I'd much rather have music, but the last time I played music, nobody could hear it. So I just decided not to. I mean, what's the point if no one can hear it, right? You have to play your own music in your own mind. It's funny, sometimes when I'm working, like, I get nervous, I start just automatically singing Christmas songs, you know? It's pretty weird. And then I don't realize it until I'm starting to sing out loud, or I'll start whistling a tune, and it's like Jingle Bells or something, or some whatever Christmas song I'm thinking in my head and singing, and then I realize, oh my gosh, why am I singing Christmas songs? And I'll tell you guys another secret. I don't want to give out too many secrets, but I do get nervous quite a bit. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. I got 6 likes. Woohoo! I'm excited tonight. Super, super duper. Get myself a little more titanium. And I did that and forgot where I was. Cool. So anyway, these are clouds, kind of chunky, nice chunky clouds. And Anastasia does some really great clouds too. She's a great artist. She's on here somewhere. Where am I here? Why? Oh my goodness. All right, let's get back to where we were. Okay, here we go. I don't know. I think the clouds look okay. What do you think, Steve? Do you need anything else with the clouds? Are we good? This is your painting, so the input you give is excruciatingly important. Excruciatingly. That is an interesting word. Boop, boop, doop. Oh, my other interesting weird habit thing that I do that I don't realize I'm doing, um, and I normally don't tell people in real life this, but hey, I'm on the internet, so why not say something personal, right? Extremely personal. And yeah, like, when you're working at the grocery store, it's a public place. And sometimes, you had a lot of coffee in the morning or whatever, and you got to go. And I always start singing, um, I don't know, let's see, America, America, America. What is the name of that song? It's probably named America. God shed his grace on me. And I always sing that in the bathroom out loud. So whoever's in the other stalls get to hear me sing. And I don't even realize I'm doing it and I don't know why, but it's just something I do. Get some highlights over here and bring this down a little bit more. I really want a lot of white down here, or lightness, I should say. There we go. Okay. 1980, better than mine. I love your input, you guys. Thank you so much. It is so awesome to me. So this is our white brush. This is our sand colored brush, which is also what I'm using for sand is just raw sienna over whatever color I had previously put in there. Just kind of dabbling it around. Nothing too serious. And a little bit of darker really makes the light colors pop, don't you think? This is my tree brush, but I'm using it because I want some of that trunk color in the sand. Just a little bit. And gotta keep our brushes clean. I'm just using like a rag to wipe them off every time. Okay, so we got our white, we've got our tree trunk color. I'm gonna put some, there's so much paint on here, I'm just gonna scrape it off with this brush. So we're gonna add some highlights on this side. Here in a bit. Okay, white. And our sand color. I'm standing up to do this to see what I've got going here. Yeah, that's good. We'll throw in a few pebbles here in a minute. I'm actually going to dip into that tree trunk color with my sand brush now. And this will be shadows, a little bit of shadows. I think ahead, like, okay, we've got our sun coming, we've got the light coming down, we're going to have shadows, we're going to have some grass. I'm not using any green, and you'll see when I start painting the non-green greens, because I'm going to mix the blues and the yellow tones together. It makes me much prettier, natural looking painting. Mm. Miracle the Beautiful, thank you. Mm, thank you. That is the one I sing all the time. Yeah, so that's the one I sing in the bathroom. And I don't even know I'm doing it until like I'm halfway through some of the song, and I'm like, oh my goodness, why am I singing America the Beautiful? But it's a beautiful song, and I love America, so why not? Mhm. Dave, you just whistle all day. Mm, you can do that. I have to talk to customers. Excuse me, get to. But we have some really good customers. Hmm, okay, I'm trying to keep these separated. I'm not doing a very good job, obviously. All right, believe it or not, we're almost done. We've got our sun. We've got some, we just need some water highlights, our grass and our trees, basically, and a few pebbles. So, time for some green grass with no green. So, let's pick a nice brush for that. Let's see here. I think this one. I have to imagine what I'm doing in my brain. Let's see, this way, that way, and which yellows I'm going to be using. And I did use some bright yellow last time, but I didn't put it on the canvas. I dipped right out of the tube. This is a Grumbacher oil paint. This is what I learned with when I had oil lessons from a wonderful artist, Karen Lucas, Lucas Arts and Frames. She has a wonderful website, and she and I met one day when I was looking for round canvases when I was living in Seattle, and they just happened to be having an art um, thing going on at the mall. Back in the day, we would go to the mall, and that would be like something, I was talking to different artists, and one of them said, "Oh, you need to talk to so and so." And so I did. I walked over and I found so and so to talk to. I got a different blue here today. Yeah, this is the one I wanted, cerulean blue. I couldn't think of it last time, but we're gonna do a little blue up here in the other corner. And we're gonna just bring it down because we got a palm tree coming out over here. And I'm just kind of etching out where the palm tree where the palm tree is. And I'm using different blues for that. And I'm not going to overlap it quite yet. I will in a bit, though. I just want to kind of get the basic. Check that out. See how the yellow is picking up from below it, making it green? I don't know if you can tell, or if you can even see it. Let's get it in here a little tighter. I'll try not to be too crooked. Post in palm tree. Ugh, goodness, post anything. We've had so many hurricanes, it's not even funny. Right into the water. Yeah. A little bit coming up this way. And a little bit more. The palm trees always have like this top to them, all the way up to the top and all the way out here. There we go. But the tree itself is behind this line. We're just having the palm branches come out. Yes, pre-hurricane Ian. It was a different state back then. Lately, our state has definitely been changing, hasn't it? And let's throw some of this dark blues right here. We finally see the stick's been here this whole time. We're gonna add some leaves to our stick. Hello, stick. Or sticky stick. And I do tend to overdo it, so I'm gonna try. Oh, you know what? I should put the highlights in first. I am gonna do that. So we're gonna wait on our blue. Here we go. Maybe angle it this way. Maybe if I just angle all these in like a fan shape, they won't hit each other so much. Now I need a flat brush, a really nice flat brush for some of our highlights on our tree. And this is an angled flat brush. I think that would work good. I'm going to use that. Mm, okay. Our highlights are going to be some reds and yellows. So I'm going to, whatever this red color is I made, and some of this, and some of our dark brown color, which I believe it's called dark brown. Burnt umber. Burnt umber, some medium red, and a little bit of whatever this, I think this is the yellow ochre. And we're going to kind of smush that in there. I'm just going to kind of bring it around this and opposite the way I was planning on, but that's okay. Make it look like a tree here. So anyway, I'm glad it's warming up for you guys up north. It's been quite a winter, and that is exactly why I moved to Florida, because this is what I get to see every day. So Dave, what do you find yourself whistling sometimes without realizing it? Or do you? Or does anybody ever find themselves like singing a song that they don't even realize they're singing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I am singing a song for some reason. I don't even know why or what for. Now here I'm mixing up some yellow. I got a lot of it on my brush, but I'm not sure if that's the yellow I want. I think I'm going to make it a little brighter since it's going to blend in. It's going to meld with that dark brown I just put in there. I think I just stuck my paintbrush in my dinner. Yummy. All right. I'm turning it so because I need to pull toward me to get the angle I want from our highlights. So I'm going to start by just kind of putting some of this yellow right down here. Kind of I got a lot on there. I'm going to do what I did yesterday and wipe some of that paint off our tree. Do this very carefully. Perfect. Perfect wipes. And don't worry about that because that's all going to be covered with tree. Mhm. And as it gets higher, it naturally, of course, is going to be a little different color because it won't be quite as much in the sun as it is down here. Let's get a little more yellow right in this area, I think. And when I'm done with my paintings, I usually just will highlight with white here and there just to make things pop. I think I'd like a little yellow in our sand too. We have a lot of sand. Needs to pop. Oh, check that out. Yellow. So pretty. You can see it's reflecting the sun, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Let's give our stump a little bit of palms finally. We're going to go 3 this way, I think, right down into the water. I think I'm going to mix my phthalo blue with whatever this other darker blue is I used up here. And here. This is where I start focusing. Let's see. 1980. I sang more when I lived in Michigan while I was in. Oh, you were in the church choir? That's interesting. So are you like a tenor? I'm guessing a tenor. Rich. The yellow does make the sand pop. Thank you. All right, back to right side up so you can all see. I I have a pretty big table, but I still need a bigger one. I need like a multi-level table. That way I can have like paints, brushes, whatnot, and the other thing. This, that, and the other thing. And how about this one come way up here? There. Each of my paintings definitely has their own personality. So when you get a painting from me, it's going to be unique for you because it's like a feeling I have while I'm painting. I can't really describe it. 1980, yes, tenor. I guessed it. I knew it. Knew it, knew it, knew it. Okay. I gotta focus on these palm trees because I hate screwing up on palm trees, that's for sure. And a little bit here. And I'm gonna, on the tip of this brush, I'm gonna put some of that dark umber color. So I've got 3 blues. I got my phthalo blue, my cobalt blue, and whatever. I think this was ultramarine. And I'm just sticking the tip of my brush, just the tip, not the whole thing, in this dark um, burnt umber color. Oh, I should put some shadow here too while I'm at it. I don't get sidetracked. I'm not ADD. No, no, not one bit. Okay, this is gonna come down like so. And this one's gonna be this way. Now what I'm doing is I'm just getting in the color right now. I'll do some of the details in a little bit. Two details. Who doesn't love palm trees? I love palm trees. I have a lot of paint in this brush. A lot. My paint's pretty thick right now. I left it in the freezer over the weekend to keep it from getting too dry. And I also think I'm using the wrong brush for this. This is more like a watercolor brush, so I'm going to just kind of scrape some of this out. It's a fun thing about oils is you can do so much with them. And I'm going to pretend we're putting in some grass here and here. Oops, wait, am I pretending or am I actually? Check this out. You can use a palette knife for so many things. I'm just going to smush that in right here. This is going to be our little grass plume. So I'm going to got to stand up to see this. It's not on an easel, so it actually might. Yeah, I haven't used any black yet. I shouldn't use it now, right? Maybe if I really need it, but I think the dark is coming out just fine. And we want some darkness here, over here, and here. And that darkness is just going to make our lights look better. Try not to get down too far. See if we can throw in some yellow on our green. And do that right over here to bring out these highlights. That way, if I like it on this side, I can put it on the other side. Funny, there's a song for every color. Like, I'm using yellow, so it's making me think of the song. It was all yellow. And I'm terrible at titles. Very terrible. Okay, here's some yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. I'm gonna kind of bring it up from the bottom. to get some of that green. There we go. You see that okay? Is it in the picture? And which yellow am I using here? This one is actually called bismuth yellow, and it is from Grumbacher. So that yellow I have there, I'm trying to get it onto the canvas from my brush. So we got a lot of highlight there from our sun. I'll add more highlight later, but right now I'm kind of liking this green I've got going on. It's coming out with this yellow color. More yellow. Pretty, pretty cool. So this palm tree kind of just goes up, 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 but then comes down with a little, if I can find my tiny little, this has a tiny little flat edge on it. So I'm going to scrape up some. Oh, thank you. Thank you, 1980. I appreciate that very much. I feel like everybody disappeared all of a sudden. It's good to see you on here. I didn't think I'd ever see you here, actually. I got all these lights, and I'm at an angle where it makes it hard for me to see anything. A little bit more of that yellow on our little flat side. I'm doing this totally backwards. Ooh, that's okay though. One thing about oils is you can really manipulate them to where you want them to be. And if you make a mistake, you can always erase it, scrape off the paint. You can scrape off a whole painting and start over if you needed to. I've done that before, but I'm not doing it with this one. I got a little too much paint where I didn't want it. So I'm going to put this in some um, paint thinner. I don't want too much or it'll take off too much paint, but I just want a little bit on there. Just kind of gently smooth it out now. On the dry side. Mm-hmm. It's not too bad. You still there, Steve? You probably fell asleep. All right, let's get some more of this. I'm going to use a little bit of this blue color here. Some more white. Just add a little bit of interest. Like a brighter palm leaves. I think I will continue to uh, maybe go in an upward or downward manner, maybe like that. We want some different colors in here. We don't want all green or all yellow. We need some, in the sunset, we get all these beautiful colors that pop out. There's so many, and you can't always tell what they are, but they are always gorgeous. That's for sure. But I don't know if you can see that or not. I am getting, 19, yeah, you finally caught a live one. Yeah, and did you have today off? What is today? Monday. Yeah. I don't think I saw you yesterday. I was working at the grocery store, but I don't think I saw you there. Woohoo! I'm having so much fun trying to control this. Fun times. And I'm going to take a little bit of this, which that seems to be a lot. I'm going to add it to our bright yellow. Let's take some of that yellow over here. This is going to give us a nice little splash of greenish. Nice and bright. Maybe add a little bit of yellow to that. White. And just give a few little. There we go. Few little like so. Alright. Oh, you are still there. What do you think so far? Do you want me to change anything? Can you even see it? I'm all over the place and I tried to do it in horizontal again, but I couldn't because um it only works sometimes for me, but let's see if I pull it up, you can probably see it better. Is that better? Just a little bit of focusing here. I really wanted to get this in fast motion or in, what do you call it, speed time or whatever, so that I could do a short with this one, but I don't have enough cameras, so that's okay. So we're gonna have some palms coming out here, some coming down here. Even some down here. And let's add that to our grass. We're gonna have some highlights up here. And we're gonna have some grass over here. And this is our shadow I'm putting in. And then I'm gonna add the leaves from there. I'm using one brush now. I just keep wiping it and using the same brush because I kind of like this brush. It seems to be working for me. Thank you, Steve, for getting me this brush set. It's been really awesome. I'm just gonna bring some leaves, tree leaves down in here. Yeah, it gets muddy real quick. I feel like Elmer Fudd right now. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. Except we're in Florida. Actually, Florida has a lot of rabbits, right? We have a lot of wabbits in Florida. Here a wabbit, there a wabbit, everywhere a wabbit, wabbit. Yes, I have lost my mind. And I'm gonna do a little fun thing. I'm gonna let that sit for a bit, and I'm gonna add some other, just a couple highlights in a little bit. I think it looks okay. What do you think, Steve? I think it's real pretty. I got a little bit too many branches though on it. So we're pulling out the erasers It must still be windy out. I'm hearing a lot of noise outside. We want to get some of this orange color coming back through here. Oops, I got too much oil on there. Or paint thinner, I should say. Hmm, that's fine. Be stubborn. It sounds like someone's in my house. It's kind of freaking me out. I didn't hear a door open, so it must just be the wind. That's what I'm hoping for. There we go. Make our own sky. Just add orange back in there. Oh, I think I'll have to wipe that out first. Boop, boop. Yeah, we're just about done. Just about done. We just need some more blues for our grasses. Yeah, I think it's definitely wind. I can hear things blowing around out there. Every time I hear that wind, I always freak out like we're gonna have another hurricane. Choo, choo. But luckily, we haven't had any for a while, and hopefully we don't. I think 3 hurricanes when what was it, like a month or two was plenty. We didn't need any more than that. People are still trying to fix their homes. Some people are still fixing them from Hurricane Ian. So, anyway, I think my son took off. I don't blame him. My attention span's very short, as is his. Depends on how mellow you're feeling, I guess. Let's see. Pew, 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 pew. I got paint everywhere. Can you guys see this? Am I even in the camera? I need a lot more yellow. I'm tired. It must be like an hour and a half by now. Hi, Lid. Mm. Any other questions? I feel all alone here. All alone in a world of loneliness. I think my thumb looks the best. It's the best thing I painted. It is not body paint. Oils are not body paint, by the way. Feels like it is right now. Okay. I think I'll add a little bit of medium. Add this little cap the other day I used for medium. Pour a teeny bit. Wait a minute. This is not what I want. This is the cap. But what I want is this linseed oil. Just a teeny bit to add to my paint to make it more spreadable. I have a lot on there right now. Perfect. 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 I'm getting like some really, I'm pulling in some of my phthalo green I forgot I even had. And we're adding that right in. I think that's what I've been missing this whole time. I knew there was something that just wasn't there that I wanted. It's that dark, beautiful phthalo green. Very pretty. It's a lot of grass. We don't want too much grass. I think we have enough grass. It's enough grass for one day. I like it though. What do you think? We're gonna have to cut in with our palette knife a little bit more yellow. Mm, okay, let's cut in some of these colors into our sunset. And have some of these beautiful colors coming on down right into the sand. We're gonna have some of these pretty uh, oranges reflecting in the water. Right on down into the sand. These will pull out a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit of white. Get those sparkles in there. And one little bit of white just kind of coming down from our water here. Just to show that it's there. And we're going to cut some right into I need to get on the other side of my palette knife here. Get the little baby highlights coming in. Try not to break my neck in the process. There we go. So I'm just using some titanium white. It's going to cut a little bit of white down here more. Because this is some beautiful, beautiful water. Just going to pull that through. And then we'll add some white. Let's see, let's add a little bit more. There we go. I like that color. Makes it sparkle a little bit. Little bits of white here and there. Light blue and turquoise. Not too much, but it's going to make it sparkle. Very pretty sparkly sunset. think one of my friends is saying good night to me. So I say good night, fare thee well, sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time. There we go. Nice, heavy, thick. Ooh, I like that. Making it a little bit thicker. And I'll put those branches down in just a minute. Just a minute. I didn't know he was still on here. I didn't know anyone was. It's so quiet. Steve, can't hang your thumb on the wall. Oh, people are talking to me. Thank you. Oh, I gave up looking. I was so focused. Rich, thank you. He's saying it's looking great. I appreciate that. 1980. What am I painting next? Oh, thank you for saying that. It is a good paint. I appreciate it. And Steve, you can hang my thumb on the wall. It just won't be as pretty. It won't be as pretty as this. So- Right. Now, I'm getting a brush I haven't even used yet because I just want a little bit of white scrubbiness and a little bit of our paint extender into my white here. It's gonna have a lot of white. Just a second. Too much of that. I think I have way too much paint on there. That's the problem. Let me scrape some of that off so I can get some highlights going on. And we're gonna call it a night. I'll probably put some finishing touches on here. Oop, now I dropped my brush. Ah, I'll put some finishing touches on here. Thank you guys for speaking up and saying that you're still here. I was getting lonely. I have only my thoughts to keep me company. I'm just going to take a brush, kind of gently whoosh it across. Gently whoosh it across. Completely clean it. No color. Get off some of that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty whooshed. I like it. Let's look at it at a different angle real quick. It's very pretty. I'm going to add a little bit more to this palm center. It's hard for me to focus when I know people are watching me sometimes. It's scary streaming because people are saying, oh, judging that's good or that's bad or whatever. And I mean, I judge, so everyone does. It's like, yeah, that's good, that's bad. I like that, or I don't like this. Let's fast forward this part. I do that. Um, a lot of fast forwarding actually. With my ADD. So can you see this tree? Add just a teeny bit of blue here to show that it's got some depth and some um, dimension to it, I suppose. Guess that's a good word. And we're going to use our beautiful phthalo greens and whites just to bring in some of these colors. and make it glow just a little bit. Phthalo green glow. It definitely sounds like someone's outside the window. I know it's only the wind, right? It's just the wind. It's fine. Got really carried away with that one. Getting our greens in there. I love palette knife usage. I just really think you can really get a lot of detail with the larger strokes from a palette knife. Let's put some of that over here. That was a very globby one there, wasn't it? Let's unglob it. Just shape our paint. Paint shaping is of the utmost importance when you are doing a painting. Paint shaping. I'm inventing a new term. I like that. We are paint shaping, not paint shaming. Paint shaping. Yes. Nice. Okay. That is a very interesting tree over here. I'll probably adjust that a little bit later. All right. Here is our little sunset painting. I think we're good for tonight. Just put a couple little rocks in with our little, oh, that is the wrong lid. This lid goes to this. This lid goes to this. Get the right lids on. And I'm just going to put in a couple little rocks. Just a few little rocks on the beach. I actually got a lot more grass than I was planning on or that I thought I would, but I like it. It's very nice. Very retro. Oh, here's our little rock. Little rocks. Choo, 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 choo. With a little bit of red. We want a little bit of red in that rock, right? Like our red rocks. Because the sun is hitting them, so it's making them a little bit brighter. This one's really getting hit. Very nice. Big rocks. All right, and then I'm just to give them some shadow, just going to do this, make them look shadowy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this painting. I love it. It's just the wind. Oh, thanks, 1980. I freak out sometimes when it's I appreciate you saying that. I freak out because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, we're all gonna die." Plus, it's just me in here with no noise. I had some music playing, but it stopped. It was in the background. And let's give it a little bit of water down here. And so with no yeah, it was just kind of like too quiet for me. I love it. What do you think? I think I'm done. I am done. 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 Just putting a little bit more weight in there. I'm never done. Okay, I'm done. I'm putting the lid on this, that, and the other thing. Getting all these brushes. You always got to clean your brushes every night or every day. Whenever you use brushes, you should always clean them. Make sure you don't put brushes in your coffee or your drink accidentally or your tea. That's not fun for anybody. And there we have it. Uh, what did I do that? I have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful frame that I put somewhere to display this on. And I swear I turn around and I lose things. Maybe it's over here. Let me see here. Nope. We'll just use the back of this painting. This is a whale painting I did. Bam! This one is an acrylic, I think. We'll do that another time. I'm just going to flip that over. And this is going to be our, oops, that says acrylic. Got to get that out of there. Yeah, can't have it saying acrylic when it's oil. Voila. So that's it. You guys have been great. Thank you for joining me tonight. As always, thank you for watching and being a part of my stream. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching my little show. No, it wouldn't taste good. All right. Good night, all. It's been fun. Thank you for watching. I love everybody. You're all amazing. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you tomorrow night.